Oh, come on. We finally have a warmer day here in Chicago. Right now it is 37 degrees. They say with the wind chill it's like 29. So I figured today would be a great day to bring out the ENGWE M20 2.0 again, because I reviewed it back in December around the beginning. I think that was the 10th. And this bike had a controller issue. So ENGWE sent me a new controller, and now we're going to test it out. Now the throttle goes up to 28 miles an hour. And I've noticed a couple of other changes, which we'll talk about here in the video. If you want to see the full review, because we're not going to be doing the brake test or the hill climb or the sand test, but if you want to see all of that kind of stuff, it's in my initial review, which is right here. So let's go ahead, get out on the road and see how this bike performs. The last time I reviewed this bike, I ended up pedaling at 25 miles, but the bike went about 50 miles using pedal assist for at least a good half of it. And then the second half was riding it at 20 miles an hour via throttle only. So this will be a different kind of test today, because we're going to be doing throttle only the entire time. And I'm going to try to go as fast as I can for as long as I can to see what is the worst case scenario and how far this bike can take you on the dual battery. When you get your M20, it's not going to have the cruise control turned on, but it does have that feature. Take a look at the manual, go to your P17 setting and turn it on, because since we're doing throttle only, it is really nice to have cruise control going. This is a weekend, and so I expect there to be tons of people out, since this is the first warm day that we've had this year. You know, this is a totally different riding experience when you are using throttle only. This is just fun. This is like, I'm totally riding around like a moped right now. Well, we've made it downtown, and yes, as expected, there are a ton of people out here. You can tell by the traffic, everybody honking. It's chaos. It always is, because it's downtown. We are testing it out, and the throttle gets me up to 29 miles an hour. That's going to be the top speed, and it doesn't hold it that long. It just holds it, you know, for a little bit, but then it goes back down. Oh, no. Yeah, 29 is going to be the top speed. It's holding it. We have made it out here to Lakeshore Trail. This is where we're going to be able to do some of the testing. I didn't want to do it on the normal trail, the 606 trail, because there was just way too many people there. And although there is still a lot of people on this trail, we'll definitely be able to get a long strip without anybody there, so I can do some testing. All right, check this out. We have people out here on Lake Michigan. So if you're wondering how, like, you know, is this place still cold? It is, but we're Chicagoans. We don't care. If the sun's out, we're going to be out in it. As I'm editing the video here, I realized that my GoPro was not turned on when I was talking about how the throttle was affected during the pedal assist levels. But I do have some B-roll, so I'm going to give you the information while that's rolling. If you're using throttle only in pedal assist 1, you can do 6 miles an hour. When you put it into pedal assist number 2, you'll be able to go 9.5 miles an hour, and you'll be able to do 14.8 miles an hour in pedal assist number 3. Number 4 will take you up to 20 miles an hour. And when you hit number 5 will take you up to 29 miles an hour. Let's go ahead and see how fast we can get up to 28 miles an hour using throttle only. Let's go ahead. Now it takes off kind of slow, but then it picks up relatively quick for these lower speeds. We do have it in pedal assist number 5, so it's going to give us our fastest speed. And we've already hit 22 miles an hour. I did not lock down my phone. Come on, 28 right there. And 29. It is definitely getting breezier and colder as we are heading away from the city, but we're also heading into the wind. Right now at pedal assist number 5, we're cruising at 24 miles an hour. We have 3 bars of battery left, because, you know, I know there's no way we were going to get near the kind of mileage by just doing throttle only as we will if we were pedaling the bike. We just dropped down to 2 bars. Yo, we are turning around. I definitely do not want to have to pedal this bike without any power. I've done enough of that lately. So let's go ahead, head back, and hopefully with the wind at our back, we should have no problem making it. We have dropped down to 1 bar, and we are really far from home. That is not a good thing. I went ahead and dropped it down into pedal assist number 4. That way we're only doing 20 miles an hour. I'm just way too far from home to try to have to pedal this thing. I am really hoping that this path is no longer blocked off and that it is clear to ride through. Well, this is definitely going to make it harder. Although I do look like I could make it through there. It is not near as bad as it was before. We're going to have to risk it because I don't think I have enough battery power to make it through town and then try to get back where I need to be. Take a look at this over here. These are called the like frozen pancakes or something like that. You guys see what I'm talking about? How it's like all frozen up? We are going to do it once again. We're crossing this police line and we're going to see how sketchy it is. It was pretty sketchy last time I went through here, but it is in a lot better condition than it was the first time I came through. Why am I going through the rough stuff? Because this is at an angle and it is all ice. Every time I have to go through here, it's totally sketchy, but it's going to save me on mileage to make it back home. The further we go down, the less confident I feel. Got my legs out. Oh, just slow and steady, slow and steady. Oh, it's getting better. It is getting better. Ooh. We have a couple of days coming up this week where it's supposed to be 40 degrees, and that will 100% knock out this snow. All right, here's our last part of it getting bad. Ooh. Looks like the death of another divvy bike. Oh, here's the big wall. Looks like we're going to have to definitely walk this part. Oh, come on. Woo. Yowza. Well, once you make it through this, oh, you're good to go. I've crossed these lines twice, and so far it's been successful both times. And I am hoping that that is going to save us enough to have enough battery power to where I don't have to pedal this thing home. The temperature is definitely falling because I can feel it in my fingers. My fingers are getting cold. Now, I did bring my heated gloves with me just in case I was going to be out once the temperature started dropping, and it has definitely started to drop. So we might be switching off into my heated gloves here in a few minutes. Oh, that's nice. Oh, woo. Temp is dropping quick. All right, let's get out of here. Oh, but that's so much better. Nice. Look at how bad the wind. This is what I'm fighting with right now. Oh boy, it looks like we are coming up on something here. Something, a bad accident. Yeesh. We are back on the 606 trail, which means I am 3.3 miles from the home, and I'm feeling very confident that this bike is going to get us there. What started off as a bright sunny day has turned into cold and overcast. But as you guys can see, there are tons of people on the 606 trail. This is why I took us out to Lakeshore Trail, because I knew there would be less people on the trail so I could get those top speeds going. I can tell that this water is turning into ice, making things very slippery. We are about a mile from the house. I went ahead and put it back into pedal assist number 5 now that I'm away from a whole bunch of people, and we can go ahead and get off this trail. Let's go. You know what? I am totally happy with today's ride. I mean, it did get cold and I am chilly right now, but this bike performed really well. I knew that it would the first time that I reviewed it, but now the version that you get is like this version right here, where the throttle will go up to 28 miles an hour. And that just makes this experience a lot more fun. Now, I do like to pedal, but something about just riding around, throttling this bike all day long was a good time. Now, when it comes to the distance, well, I'm looking at the display. The display showed that we went 30.6 miles, which I knew that it would drop severely considering how cold it is right now, and the wind was extremely hard. Plus, I had throttle going all the time. Now, Strava shows that we went like 29.26 miles, so it's a little bit off. I think the display shows that we go a little bit farther, but we showed that on the very first time that I reviewed this bike, so I didn't actually expect anything to change. So just as I thought, this is a really nice double battery moped style e-bike. And you know, it made it in my best of 2024 last year, and it still holds up. It still holds up to the same. So I am super happy with this ENGWE M20 2.0. Now, if you're interested in this bike, well, I'm going to leave a link down in the description below. And if you are just watching this for the first time and you haven't seen the full review, well, it's right there. So go ahead and check that out. But I'm going to go in, get some hot cocoa, warm myself up, and I want to thank you for watching. So until I see you again, enjoy the ride.